JJK has just hit a new level. After the insanely good last episode where Itadori and Choso threw hands in a subway bathroom for a solid 16 minutes, Mappa somehow upped the heat even more with a crazy episode that put into motion several fights featuring some absolutely disgusting matchups that I cannot wait to see unfold. With Yuji out of commission after getting packed by Choso in the last episode, this episode we transfer back to the side cast as they each encounter different threats in the chaotic aftermath of Gojo's sealing. We start off with Mei, along with Wee trying to break out of the disease curse's infinite domain. By the way, that's the bozo imposter Geto brought back in episode 12. Immediately, we get to understand how smart and cunning Mei is, as she seemingly instantly and effortlessly identifies the strategy being used by the disease curse. It's simple. Trap her underground in a coffin until the effect of the disease kills her. And here, we get an absolutely incredible visual of our girl being choked out by thousands of zombies. It's so haunting, from the lighting to the detail, pitch perfect, incredible. However, obviously Mei isn't first grade for nothing, as she easily breaks out and pulls Wee into cover. And my goodness man, if I haven't seen a boy simp this hard in my life. Bro is so down bad. Oh my goodness. Anyway, after that we get more on-the-fly analysis by Mei as she reasons out that the curse is targeting the user with the most cursed energy. Thus, she decides to hatch the obviously, perfectly reasonable plan of sending Wee to his death in order to create an opening for her. You know what's worse? Bro said yes. No hesitation. He even seemed happy. Now, I'll be honest, this is the perfect case I feel like of they had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Because let's all be honest with ourselves, Mei definitely seems like the person who would off someone with the chance of benefiting herself. Fortunately, in reality, Wee has a contract that will unlock all his cursed energy on the condition that Mei asks him to die for her. And so they take out the disease curse no problem after one of her crows literally second plane kamikazes straight through the thing. Mei is absolutely ruthless. Now, despite the victory, this fight has clearly only just begun, as we instantly snap back to reality where Imposter Geto is standing circled by Toji's dragon curse and smiling like the menace he is. The rest of this fight is gonna be so sick, I cannot wait, especially considering all the possible abilities that Imposter Geto has up their sleeve. We have not seen them in present JJK, and so a fight between them and Mei is going to be so incredible. Before we move on, let me also mention that again, the music and sound effects were so well incorporated, giving this haunting effect that really fit the graveyard aesthetic of the fight. And obviously, do I need to even say it again at this point? The animators went crazy with each individual movement and expression, bringing so much life into every single frame. The passion for this story and the craft just oozes off the screen. Next, we get to enjoy the absolutely glorious opening for a solid minute and a half. I do be jamming out to this all day long. Before we get back to catching up with Maki, Nanami, and Naobito Zenin. Bro is the 26th head of the Zenin clan, yet still has the time to get absolutely wasted on Halloween. What is with these old heads in anime and just being the most chillest dudes, but once you cross them, they just go absolutely insane demon time and have some of the most cold and ruthless moments. Like how and when did this trend start? Because I love it. They meet this octopus curse who starts telling them how he hates them because they killed his friends and made them suffer. Meanwhile, this dude is straight up ignoring him, just standing here talking about how many frames are in an average anime episode, only for it to be his cursed technique. Like this octopus is giving him his super painful and emotional life story, and this guy is just powering up. Granted, the octopus did transform into Giga Octopus 3 seconds later. We then proceed to get this sick 3-on-1 tag team scene where everyone goes absolutely buck wild, with Maki using her curse tools, Nanami continuing to make his fangirl scream all over the world, and Naobito moving at the speed of Minato. Honestly, his technique is so interesting, but look, I do not have the time nor honestly care to explain it all here, So just know he can move incredibly fast and cause people to become 2D, stuck in glass. Either way, they get stuck somehow. Now, I genuinely thought it was over here, but turns out Octopus has a lot of cursed energy, and after suffering essentially no damage from their hits, he pulls them into his infinite domain. What's this? A tropical beach? This place isn't half bad. A nice aesthetic, relaxing music. Honestly, I could really enjoy— oh my gosh, there are Giga Piranhas. In what feels like a second, this episode completely flips on its head, with Octopus taking out Maki, Nanami, and Naobi within seconds, as if he was swatting away a few flies. Honestly, it reminds me of how Kagurabachi easily dethroned the big three. Like, Nanami literally got swarmed like he's walking through an all-girls school, and Naobi just goes flying. However, before hope is lost, our boy Megami breaks into the domain and flips Maki her curse tools in epic fashion. Literally, JJK has insane drip. At the same time, Naobi walks back up with a whole arm missing, acting as casual the 4th Raikage, and Nanami? Bro literally fights his way back from the brink of death, and the fangirls erupt in cheers once again. Now that the gang is back together, Megami hatches a plan to help them escape in exchange for himself, and Nanami begrudgingly agrees, as Megami tells him he can handle it, and so he lets out the most guttural, skirt-fluttering roar imaginable, and they all start running for the exit. Now at this point, I was so entranced in the episode, I did not know how little time was left. I mean, this episode had already done so much in showing how strong the opposition was, and making the Jujutsu sorcerers look small in comparison. I mean, how on earth does a special and 2 first-grade sorcerers lose to a freaking octopus? And we haven't even come close to resolving the Mei Mei and Wee Wee versus Pastor Ghetto fight. But of course, given how hyped up Shibuya has been, JJK had to go the next step and give us, I'm gonna say it, one of the most epic and shocking anime entrances I have ever seen. The way the music just stopped, all the reaction faces, and then the man, the myth, the legend, the father returned from the store with cigarettes after over a decade. Toji enters with as little effort as Gojo used to put him down in the first place. I mean, bro is living life. He's twirling. He looks like he's practically dancing. Matter of fact.
No.
This ending was elite. Chef's kiss, perfect. I have never been more hyped for JJK, and this episode was the perfect setup for some insane fights to come. JJK is all gas, no brakes, like they're a driver in Initial D, and I better see a Toji Megami moment that goes a little like this.
I am your father.
Anyways, if you want even more Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 related content and you enjoyed this, I would appreciate it if you would consider dropping a like and subbing to the channel. Let me know in the comments your favorite moment in the episode, and I will be sure to respond. If you didn't know, this is a joint channel where my friend and I do our best to upload at least once a week, if not twice. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.